Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a great weekend, and I wanted to go ahead and get you guys up to date on the next few weeks. I'm actually going to do the video for 2 weeks and just go through all the assignments. They're all open, so you guys can kind of work at your own pace throughout them. Let me go ahead and share my screen. And while I'm waiting for this to load, I wanted to let you guys know the Flipgrid videos y'all did. Some of them were really good. It was just kind of fun to see everybody's faces and get to chat a little bit. Okay, so remember, if you click here, our very first thing open, it will take you to our online learning document. And we are now on our second page. So if you guys scroll down, this week is a little bit heavier. Next week is a little bit lighter. So, like, just stay the course, work hard this week, and then next week you get a little bit of a break. Basically, the first thing you're going to do is complete the letter, the really achieving your childhood dreams. Basically, you're writing a letter to yourself about dreams and you're tying it into the ideas presented in the last lecture. So, I've got a lot of different, like, little I don't know, prompts. If you feel stuck, like I'm not quite sure what to say, maybe you go through and answer each of these in a short answer, and then you can put them together into paragraphs. It should refer back to the last lecture, and it should be a little bit more specific. So, like a specific example or thing he said or concept he introduced that you feel is meaningful. So that's the last lecture, and I've got the rubric on here that I'll use. You can just type it in a Google Doc and submit it on Canvas, and that is due Friday by midnight. Um, the rest of the week, you also have time to read chapter one of The Great Gatsby. And I've got a worksheet. This is the most like labor intensive, I guess, assignment of the week. Basically, I would fill this colorful characters worksheet out as you are reading. And before I go into that, I wanted to show you just really quickly here. I have most of you guys I know brought your book home with you. Some of you guys might have been absent or might have forgotten it. So, just so you know, the school is open. And on the table where you enter my room, I have a whole stack of Great Gatsby books. So if you need to, the whole school's been disinfected. Feel free to drop by and grab a book this week. You can order one off Amazon, or I also have free, like the free text online. I know we've kind of been on the computer all week, but that's a pretty nice place to go. They've also got on this page, they've got the audio linked, so you can do like fast, slow speed, whatever you prefer. My favorite audio version though is the Jake Gyllenhaal version. He was in like Southpaw and a couple different movies. He's really good. Like I don't mind listening to this version at all. So you guys can pull it up on YouTube, and they've got it a chapter at a time. So anyway, Jake was to find rooms in the city. There it was a warm season. Yeah, not terrible to listen to. Okay, so you guys are going to listen to and read The Great Gatsby, Chapter 1. I do want to let you guys know, I tried to find something that you could not just like Spark Note or Google the answer to. So that's the purpose of this worksheet. I want to make sure you guys are reading. And basically, this is going to take you a little while. Um, I would do this as you are listening. You're going to go through, and it's got pretty specific stuff about each character that you're introduced to, the first five characters in the book. Um, you can see that the page numbers are pretty clearly like noted. So if you're following along in your text, you're going to be able to see it. And the reason I know this is a little bit of a like more detailed assignment, I just really want to make sure you know who's who. This is stuff we would have gone over together in class. If you are having trouble, feel free to schedule a Google Hangouts with me, and I would love to go over stuff with you. I want you mostly to do this on your own. I don't care if you're doing like a check your answer with a friend, that kind of thing. Like, oh, I got most of these, I missed, page 5, reason why Nick goes to Tom's house. What I don't want you guys to do is like just share it with each other. I know that's going to be a little bit hard for me to like monitor, but it's really going to help you later in the book knowing who's who and that kind of thing. So I guess, just make sure you put your effort in. If you need to check something with a friend, that's okay, but don't like just give people the answers back and forth. So that's kind of what I'm expecting on those. Okay, that is also due by Friday at midnight. So you have the whole week to work on everything. Just remember to pace yourself. Like, I probably wouldn't start both of these things at like 8 o'clock on Friday. You probably won't have time to get them both done. So, anyway, so that's this week. Next week, guys, you've got a quick no red ink assignment, commonly confused words. These are on the SAT and ACT. And then you are going to read chapter 2 of The Great Gatsby and complete one of these assignments. Okay. So you get to choose. I have another, if you like the worksheet, it keeps you pretty well on track. So it's pulling up right now. So option number 1 that you can do is you can continue to kind of do the detailed character analysis. I think it's 2 pages, maybe 3 pages. So you can go through and do that. I wanted to give you guys a second option, especially since you had just had a more detailed worksheet. The second option, so it's an either or, choose one or the other. The second option is a dialectical journal, and basically that's just a fancy word for like reader's response. So what I want you guys to do to kind of show me that you're reading and understanding, and you can do this as you go or at the end of chapter 2, is you're going to go through and you're going to choose 10 important quotes and then do a reflection basically on why those quotes are important. And the nice thing about this is you get to pick and choose what's important. And it's going to be really obvious to me if you're just going to like Spark Notes or Schmoop or like whatever any of those sites are, because like I have access and have read all of those too. So this just shows me like you're reading and you're getting it and okay, I understand. It doesn't have to be like super fancy. If you want to include like a meme or a song, basically some type of connection, you don't have to do that. You can just explain the quote, but feel free to kind of like have a little fun with it. And I've given you an example for me. The rubric that I'm going to use to grade that is linked in the assignment. So, anyway, you're going to write your letter and do chapter 1 this week, no red ink, and chapter 2 with an option of assignments for next week. So hopefully that makes sense. I am going to do an optional Google Meet on Thursday at 11. So if you have questions, feel free to jump on there. And I think that's it. As always, email me if you have anything, and I hope you all are staying healthy and well.